All right, we are on page 20 of your social studies book. And on this page, we are going to refer back to the vocabulary page, which is on page 8. And I think, did we dog ear that page? Look back up for page 8. Did you turn a corner of it down? Page 8.
No.
Should be way before it.
I found no.
Okay, can you do me a favor to make it easier to find stuff? Do you know what I mean by dog ear?
Yeah.
It means to turn the corner down so that you can see page 8 a little bit quicker. All right, because we'll be going back and forth between page 20 and page 8, and I'll do it up on here on the board too. Yes, just do page 8, okay? Because you'll be able to put your finger in the other one or something. All right, but we'll be going back to page 8 quite a bit. All right, I'm going to kind of skip this part right here because I found in the past kids have no real idea what we're talking about. Okay, so let's start right here. Can somebody read, starting at the top of page 20 where it says pretend? Let's have somebody read it nice and loud. Campbell, go ahead.
Pretend you have traveled to another country. When people ask you, where are you from, how do you answer? Maybe you say, I'm from the United States, or you name your state. The United States is a big country. It has 50 states. Not everyone knows where yours is located. How could you hope people find where the United States is?
Okay, well, how would you tell people where to find your state in the United States? Okay, take a minute to write down in here, what would you just tell somebody if you told them, I'm from Illinois in the United States? How could you describe to them where Illinois is? Think about it for a minute. You can look back at one of the other maps that we've used before. Think of a way that you could describe it and then write it down on these lines. How could you describe where Illinois is? If you need help finding Illinois on that one page, I can help you. Okay? What would you do to tell somebody where Illinois is? Go ahead and write down just how you would tell them. Well, it's right here. So you could use anything you want. You can use any way you want to say it. Where is Illinois in the United States? Where? Because it's really big place. So you do have an answer. There you go, just write that. And those blue lines. Yes. This one? Missouri. So how would you tell people? Oh, did you write it over there? Okay, right here. How would you tell, if I said, where is Illinois? How would you describe to them where Illinois is in the United States? Yes. That's Wisconsin. By the way, if you're watching this, I'm not doing my, we didn't do science today, and we probably won't get all of what I put down for social studies. All right, let's have somebody tell me, here's Illinois, I put some purple stripes on it. How would you tell people where Illinois is? There's really not really a wrong answer unless you say it's on the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow.
Yeah? It's in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
No.
Okay, well, where is it? Where is it?
It's kind of in the middle.
Could you say that? It's kind of in the middle. Is Illinois kind of in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of in the middle. Is it exactly in the middle? No, but it's kind of in the middle. And if people from other countries heard that, they'd go, all right, I kind of get where it is now. All right. What else could you say? Zoe.
If you go to Wisconsin and go south.
Okay. All right, there you go. So you could say, well, if you go to Wisconsin and then go right south, that's where Illinois is. Maybe they would know where that is. Colton, what would you say?
I said it was next to Iowa.
Okay, next to Iowa. Okay, it would get them there, kind of.
It's almost in the middle and it's on top of and Missouri is under Illinois.
Okay, so Missouri is just underneath Illinois. Okay, so we're using other states to help. That's kind of a good idea. Brody?
I'd say we live on the eastern side
Of the United States? Okay. So you might say we live kind of, it's more to the, would you kind of maybe combine what Courtney said with yours? It's kind of in the middle, but more toward the east. The east side of the middle. That'd be a pretty good way, kind of combining those two ideas. Jordan, what'd you put?
I put it's on the right side.
Okay, it's on the right side. So you might say, if you put a line down the very middle, it's just on the right side. Okay, that could work. Calvin?
I would tell them it's by Wisconsin and Wisconsin is by Minnesota.
Okay, so maybe you could kind of give a whole bunch of different states that are kind of in the area. Okay, what would you say, Campbell?
It is northwest from Florida.
Okay, it's northwest from Florida. So probably people in other countries, I bet, have heard of Florida because it's warm and people go there. So maybe use that as one that would be like, okay, and then it's kind of just northwest of that a ways. All right, what would you say?
Big black line?
Well, but what is that big black line? You think that's on the world? No, we have to use something that they would know. What would you say?
I would say kind of to the middle and to the left. To the left on the map, like the middle left. To the right.
You mean the right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. Do you have a new idea?
No, where's Missouri at?
What?
Where's Missouri at? Wow.
Okay. All right. You could use. Here's what I would kind of do. I would say, well, it's the state that Chicago is in.
Yeah, that's what I.
Because Chicago's kind of a big city. People from other countries might know where Chicago is. Okay, more likely they would know where New York City is and Los Angeles is. But Chicago, for being in the middle of the country, is a big city. Also, this is a lake, and that's a lake, and that's a lake, and that's a lake. What are those lakes called? Anybody know what those are called?
The Great Lakes.
The Great Lakes. Usually people from other countries know about the Great Lakes. So you can say, well, it's kind of near the Great Lakes. It borders one of the Great Lakes. And that would give them an idea, okay? Now, part of the problem of saying where you're from when you think about the world is this. Here's the United States, right? And that's not even all of the United States because it doesn't count Alaska and Hawaii. But here's the United States, and there's 48 of them right here, right? If you look into Europe, for example, here's the country of Germany, this green one, okay? Look how big Germany is. If we put it over on the United States. And that's the whole country. Their whole country is kind of almost just a little bigger than the state of Texas. Okay, which Texas is a big state, but some of those other countries are kind of smallish. And for them to expect to know all the names of the states, they probably don't know all the names of the states. Okay? Just like I wouldn't know all the little sections of Germany. All right? So it would be good if we could kind of describe where we would be. Okay? But we're going to be talking in this section about different regions of the United States. Where are different places in the United States? Yes?
What was like the ocean or like the little water
Over here?
No, like.
The Great Lakes?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay? All right. Let's go ahead. Somebody else continue reading underneath where we just wrote. Where it says our country. Let's have Brody nice and loud.
Our country has many landforms, such as mountains, hills, valleys, and flat land. Landforms are a part of geography, and they affect how people live. Water is a part of geographic too. People adopt, is that right?
Yep.
Adopt to the landforms and water in their communities. To adopt means to change the way you live. People also change the land when they build roads, tunnels, bridges, and buildings. It gives them a job to work, but might change the amount of trees that are left standing.
Okay, stop for now. All right, just so you know, that's geography. When you said geography. All right? So yeah, adapt is our word. Go to page 8 in your book. And, hey, wait a minute. Is the word adapt on here even?
Nope.
Well, then never mind.
Yay!
It's not on our thing. So let's keep on going. But here's the thing. To adapt means to change the way that you live based on what's around you. So, for example, people in Colorado, it's very mountainy there. So, they know that their roads kind of go down really steep and up really steep. So they have to adapt how they drive. You can't drive the same in Colorado as you do in Illinois, because here the roads are all it's pretty flat, isn't it? Okay? Every now and then you need a little hill, but it's not like in the mountains. Okay? So you adapt to what things are like around you. That means to change how you do things. All right? Somebody continue on where it says water is one. Let's have Zoe, go ahead.
Water is one of our most important natural resources. People use water from lakes, rivers, and farms for drinking and to grow crops. Most Americans use about 153 gallons every day.
Okay, that's a lot of water. I hope I don't use 153 gallons every day. That's a lot. Can you, nope, stop. Nope, because you didn't, nope, stop. You didn't want to drink, right? Just put your mask on. Your mask has to stay on. Don't make me make decisions that you don't want me to make. If you want me to make the decision that you don't get a water bottle on your desk, then you make me do that. That's your job, right? That's your job, right? Okay. If I say you can't, who decides this? Nope, I don't make that decision. Watch, you ready? You don't get a water bottle anymore. That's me making the decision. Are you upset that I made that decision? Okay, can you put your mask on so I can't see that you're upset? That would not be nice, and I would make that decision. Who's making that decision then? Okay, you decide based on what you do. Okay? If you don't want the water bottle, keep doing that. If you do, don't. Got it? Good. Okay, water is really important. In fact, you're going to see that when you look at most big cities, they're probably located near water because it's used for a lot. All right? Let's go ahead. We're going to stop there for now and get your assignment folders out.